Did you know that on average, humans consume the equivalent of a credit card worth of microplastics on a weekly basis? The Telegraph reports on November 19th of 2020 that humans consume an average of 5 grams of microplastics on a weekly basis. We've been hearing about it for a while. Plastic is everywhere. It poses a very significant threat to human health and our ecosystems as well. Between 1950 and 2015, an estimated 7.9 billion tons of plastic was produced. And what's more, 80% of that is left in landfills and ecosystems where it sits for hundreds and thousands of decades without going decomposed. So today I will be convincing you to take immediate action to end plastic pollution. To begin with, we're going to be talking about the health issues and environmental issues associated with plastic pollution. Second, we're going to be talking about the causes, the chemical as well as economical factors of plastic that make it so common in our social use. And finally, the legislative as well as individual solutions to ending plastic pollution. So to begin with, plastic pollution poses a major issue to our overall health. According to the Hindustan Times on June 28th of 2022, microplastics are found in our food, our water, our air. They're virtually in every single surface. In addition, the Irish Examiner reported on October 11th of 2022 that there have been remnants of plastics found in human breast milk. This puts the most vulnerable people in our society at risk. While there isn't an exact known correlation between microplastic ingestion and any particular diseases, there has been studies that indicate health effects. According to the San Francisco Examiner on September 22nd of 2022, studies on other mammalian species have indicated microplastic ingestion causes chronic inflammation, kidney disease, and decreased reproductive function as well. So aside from the health effects that plastic pollution has, there is also environmental effects. According to The Pioneer on July 1st, 2022, because plastic cannot be decomposed, it sits around in our environment and spreads many toxins. Oftentimes, plastic is left in the ocean and other natural ecosystems where animals in those ecosystems begin absorbing and ingesting those toxins. Most notably, marine species have been found to ingest significant amounts of plastic. So what are the causes that result in high amounts of plastic pollution? Well, to begin with, the production of plastic is extraordinarily cheap compared to other alternatives to packaging and manufacturing. It's estimated that they're about 4 times cheaper than metal, paper, and glass production. So companies prefer to use plastic because it's cheaper and it allows them to gain more financially in terms of selling their products and producing them at a cheaper price. In addition, according to the Germantown New on July 1st of 2021, it's also cheaper to produce new plastic than it is to recycle plastic and make new products out of that recycled plastic. So that just furthers the idea that companies are going to be looking for a cheaper alternative to selling and manufacturing products, and plastic offers that. Another issue with plastic that contributes to its accumulation is that plastic is non-biodegradable. it has carbon-to-carbon bonds that make it virtually impossible for microorganisms to digest or metabolize and thus break down the components of microplastics. So because they're being produced at such a high rate and being decomposed at essentially no rate, plastic begins to accumulate into our ecosystems. And that's what's causing the pollution and the spread of toxins in our environment. So what can we do to address the issue of plastic pollution? Well, to begin with, we need to begin increasing the ban of single-use plastics. Single-use plastics contribute to the highest amount of pollution because we use them once, we throw them out, and they stay in our environment for hundreds of years. We need to begin replacing plastics with, so aside from increasing the ban on single-use plastics, we need to be individually making decisions on an everyday basis to choose more environmentally friendly products, choosing paper bags over plastic bags, glass bottled drinks over plastic bottled drinks. Little choices on a daily basis that over time will accumulate, especially if spread on a wider population. So today we went over the health and environmental issues associated with plastic pollution, the economic and chemical factors of plastic that contribute to its accumulation, and because it could end up in